How's it going, YouTube? Tyler the Hotshot Hauler here. Gonna be making a video for you guys about why Truckstop Factoring is the best factoring company on the market. Okay, so this video is coming from a perspective of a one-man show. It's just me, an owner-operator. I have no employees. I don't have multiple trucks or anything. It's just me. So if your company is bigger than that, this might not apply for you, or if your hot-shotting business model is different than mine. So let's get started. So first and foremost, I am not being paid by Truckstop or Truckstop Factoring to make this video. This is solely an opinion video put on by me to help people out there who are getting into trucking and hot-shotting, and they're looking for a factoring company, because finding a good factoring company is something that is very important. And when you get into this business, you get targeted by hundreds of phone calls for factoring companies. And I've been in business. I'm coming up on my 6-month mark here, and in a week, just over a week. And I have been contacted by so many factoring companies since I've been started, and I always like to hear what they have to say, just so I can see how good of a factoring company I have. And I think I've only ever talked to one company that had a better deal than what I get. Okay, but let's talk about it. So first and foremost, with Truckstop Factoring, they are a very, very reliable factoring company. You will be assigned, if you sign up, you'll be assigned a direct line of communication to a person who is your factoring agent. So you can call them with any questions or concerns. My agent forgot who I was because I hardly factor any loads anymore. But when I originally was, she knew me by name and who I was and stuff like that, which is great. But the big thing is, right off the start with Truckstop, is they are a great factoring company. So a factoring company can choose who they want to be, who they will factor, what brokerages and stuff like that. Truckstop has almost the majority of brokerages on their load board they will factor. Not all, but some. Now, why that's important is because if a company is factorable, the odds of them being a bad brokerage or being a double brokered load or stuff like that is very low. If they are a company that's unfactorable, usually there's a multitude of reasons, and those reasons are usually one, they're a new brokerage. 2, they are they're a bad brokerage. 3, your factoring company had problems collecting money in the past from them, so they've cut ties. So now, I'm not saying don't take loads that are not factorable, but just be aware that if they're not factorable, there's usually a reason why. And I've never had an issue with an unfactorable company not paying, but then you're waiting to get paid. Okay. Why do I love Truckstop Factoring? Well, first and foremost, they have no fees. They have no monthly fees, monthly minimums, anything like that. The only fees they charge you are factoring fees. And for me, those fees are 2.99% plus a $1 bank transfer fee. So I plan for 3%. So if you factor a $1,000 load, you're going to get $970. Okay, essentially. Okay. Now, why is that good? Well, a lot of factoring companies out there, they might charge less on a factoring fee, but their other fees are going to be higher, and or they have monthly minimums. There's factoring companies out there that if you don't factor a certain amount of money in a certain time frame, they will fine you. With Truckstop, this is not the case. The only thing that I have to worry about is in my lifetime with them as my factoring company, I have to factor a minimum of $20,000, $20,000 or $25,000, I don't remember off the top of my head. I have to factor that minimum amount before I'm able to cancel my contract without a $500 fee. Okay, now granted, I would never cancel on them because they're fantastic. And then with that, like I said, they don't charge fees, which is huge. A lot of factoring companies out there charge fees. Now, they do give you fuel discounts and stuff like that. As an under CDL hotshotter, though, I don't care about any of that. I have a credit card that I use just for fuel that gets me tons of points for hotels, and that's what I do because that works for me. Now, granted, if I had a fleet and I wanted a fuel discount, some factoring companies offer massive fuel discounts, which is more beneficial, so that might be a better option for you. But for me, a 3% factor fee with no minimums and no limits, and I can use it as I please is perfect for what I need as an owner-operator hotshotter. Okay. Another thing is you can apply to have your rate lowered. I think it's every 90 days you can submit a request. I haven't done that because I don't want to spend the time to do it for how little I factor. I mean, I might factor now maybe 2 to 5 loads a month, if that even. It just really depends on the workload. I've reached that point where I've been fortunate enough to where I don't really run the load boards very much anymore. So that's that. Now, the final thing I want to talk about is how to get paid from factoring. Okay, for Truckstop, the thing I love is there's multiple ways you can submit to get paid. You just have to submit a signed rate con, a signed BOL, and any other documents that are with the load. It's easy, and you can do it now. They recently, in the last few months, they came out with the ability to submit it through the app. I still don't do that. I just send them an email to the factoring email address and then to my factoring agent, and that's just how I do it. It still works. It's something that I just kind of done, and it works for me, so why change it? That's kind of my outlook on it. But anyways, guys, that really sums it up, guys. If you're an owner-operator hotshotter, especially if you are under CDL and it's just you, this is a great option for you for factoring. They're a great company, and they are also no recourse. I forgot to say that earlier. What that means is if they can't collect the money from a brokerage, they will not come back after you for that money that they've paid you, with certain stipulations. There is stipulations to that, but those stipulations to occur are incredibly rare. So it's really not something you have to worry about. But yeah, guys, granted, I don't know if Truckstop Factoring offers fuel discounts. I haven't even looked into it. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't, or did or didn't. I would not be surprised if they offer that. But like I said, for me, I don't do that. I have something else that works for me. So anyways, guys, if you have any comments or questions about factoring or Truckstop Factoring, please don't hesitate to ask. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and stay tuned for more hotshot content. Thanks, guys.